Hello, this is Nathan Carlson, president of 24HourFlex.com. Thank you for taking a few minutes with me today so that I can tell you about a company that I've owned for the last 24 years. Today, 24HourFlex.com provides services to about 250,000 employees and about 30,000 Flex participants. Why 24HourFlex.com? We provide extraordinary service. We have very advanced systems, and we have an extremely helpful internet website for both the employer and the employee, and quite competitive fees. And we're a one-stop shop, meaning that you can place your health savings account, your HRA, and your COBRA with 24HourFlex.com. What are these extraordinary services? Well, first of all, service, I like to say, is a little bit like beauty. It's difficult to define, but you know it when you see it. Incidentally, what you're seeing on the screen is my wife and daughter. So where do you see great service? How is that revealed to you? I think it's revealed through one statistic: are participants joining or leaving your Flex plan? Simple as that. And we took a look at our clients, and we discovered that participants over the past 2 years have been joining our plans in quite large numbers. Our average growth for the last year in 2009 across all of our accounts was 10%. And with a few of them, it was even higher than that. One large school district that we work with, 32% growth over 2 years. A hospital, large hospital chain, 45% growth. A large multi-state electronics store, 21% growth in a 2-year period of time. This means that you, the employer, are receiving additional FICA tax savings because your Flex plan is working for you. Here are a few key metrics. We measure our average wait time and our call length, and over a particular year, any particular year, we'll field about 50,000 phone calls in a year, and we have an average hold time of only 21 seconds. Why 24-hour Flex? We have very advanced systems. The advanced systems process about 50,000 debit card transactions a month. We process about 20,000 claim forms a month. All these are adjudicated within 24 hours, 98% of the time. Of course, weekends and holidays excluded. And the participants receive their money within 2 to 3 days. So we're adjudicating within 24 hours, hence the name 24-hour Flex. Through our advanced systems, our debit cards auto-substantiate 85% of the time, meaning no receipts are required. Receipts are only requested by us about 15% of the time. Why is that? Well, if the card swipe equals a company copay or a previously approved expense, or many of the thousands of IIAS merchants such as Walmart and Walgreens, Kroger, Safeway, if the card swipe was at one of those merchants, then no receipts are required. When a receipt is required, which is only 15% of the time, that request goes out the very next day. Why 24HourFlex.com? We have an extremely helpful internet website for both the employer and the employee. Here's our homepage. I encourage you to go to 24HourFlex.com and check this out yourself. We also have on the homepage a learning center. And at this learning center, we have about 12 different very helpful videos that have been viewed thousands of times by Flex participants. And these videos cover such topics as how do I use a debit card, and what's an eligible medical expense, and what about these new over-the-counter changes that are happening January 1st of 2011. All of these videos are available to you and to your participants. We also opened up in July of 2010 a live chat option. So participants can go onto our website and open up the live chat box and then talk in a secure portal with one of my employees in our help center. This is very helpful because that help center employee can send them hot links if they need to pull down a PDF of, say, a listing of eligible medical expenses or a sample claim form. They can pull that down very easy by just clicking on that hot link. The participant also has great access to the web information via the 24HourFlex.com website. They can look at all the current year activity, they can look at their prior year activity, and let's say that they want to order some additional cards, they can do that as well. Along with you can order cards as well online, you the employer. In addition, you can change employee demographics. You have access to about 20 different online reports, year-to-date reports, check registers, etc. And you can notify us of any new hires, terminations, or change of statuses right online. The employee, as I already mentioned, can order additional cards. They can also check their balances and transactions, view various receipt requests, generate a claim form right online and submit it, and pay back ineligible claims. Let's say that we have denied a particular claim and they need to repay that to the plan. They can do that online with their personal credit card or with an electronic check. We also have very competitive fees, and I'd like to have the opportunity, if I can, to quote on your Flex plan, your COBRA, your HSA, or HRA. And I think you'll be very pleased at the fees that we can quote to you. In addition, we have, I think, the greatest service guarantee in the industry. We give you the right to withhold payment on any monthly invoice if you just communicate with me in advance concerning any specific details regarding your dissatisfaction with our services. I think that's a pretty strong guarantee. Why 24HourFlex.com? As I mentioned, we're a one-stop shop. We can provide to you your HSA, HRA, and COBRA services. I'd like to explain to you a little bit about the 24HourFlex COBRA services. These are web-based, and we have separate online portals for the COBRA participant and you, the client. So what can you do? Well, the system will list all qualified beneficiaries, and you can filter these reports by type of beneficiary, terminated, etc. You can also do, the system will do all the calculations and create the timelines and the coverage periods. It issues and retains PDFs of all notices and correspondence, and it generates premium notices and coupons and rate change letters. These are just a few of the features of the COBRA administration system. There's great online access for the employee where they can look at all their transaction history on the COBRA website and look at all their payments and when the next payment is due. And the employee can make a payment right online, either through an electronic check, or they can do an ACH push, or they can also pay via their personal credit card. So what are employees saying about 24HourFlex.com? We surveyed 1,200 employees this past summer, and we asked a couple of key questions. Here's one key one. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, how likely is it that you would refer 24HourFlex to your friends and colleagues? 77% answered 8, 9, or 10. That's a pretty amazing number. We also asked this question: how likely are you to re-enroll in the flexible spending account next year? You know what? 82% said very or somewhat likely. And this is key because we don't want to have to resell employees year after year on the merits and virtues of the flexible spending account. Once we get them enrolled, we want to turn them into promoters of your FSA. What are clients saying about 24HourFlex? One of our marquee clients, one that we're very proud to have, is the City and County of Denver with their 15,000 employees and 2,700 Flex lives. And this is what Bruce Backer, who's the Director of Compensation and Benefits, had to say to us. He said, "From the very outset of our relationship, we have been delighted with the level of service provided by 24HourFlex. The transition from our previous provider went seamlessly. Your team exceeded our expectations." And this is what another client of ours, who's been a client for the last 11 years, and this is a chain of very large hospitals in the Colorado region, Exempla Healthcare, with 9,000 employees, 1,500 Flex lives. And this is what Steve Bucher, Director of Compensation and Benefits, had to say. The 24HourFlex staff has been very professional and proactive. We highly recommend their services. Why 24HourFlex? We have extraordinary service. We have advanced systems, very helpful internet site, competitive fees, and it's a one-stop shop for HSA, HRA, and COBRA. Thank you for this opportunity, and please give us a chance to quote on your plans.